I'm going to be reviewing Drifters today. The non-spoiler is going to be kind of short. I'm going to say that off the bat because there's not much I can say about this anime without spoiling it. But as many people I've been reading around and actually talking to people who watch it, they say it just seems kind of like fighting for fighting's sake and just no real purpose, or they just really enjoy it. I haven't really seen anything of people that are being in the middle, but I am that person that is just, I'm all in. I'm all into Drifters because while it is kind of fighting for fighting's sake, I feel like once we find out what everyone's end game is, it'll kind of make sense why the fighting is being structured in such a certain way. But just as an introduction, just to this fighting and seeing the level of tactics that go into it, even on both sides, like both sides have their tactics to it, and we definitely see that near the end. But as we progress with our three main characters, Ogeechee, Toyo Hisa, and Naga, we definitely see that all of them have their own personalities. And I love that. A drifter is pretty much someone who's pulled from their timeline into this world of just pure war, and we don't really know why or the rhyme or reason yet. We know the man in the glasses and the person named Easy are kind of at war, so I don't know if they're like the gods of this world or something. It hasn't really been fully explained what they are yet, but it kind of just seems like that's what they are, the gods of this world who control everything, and they're trying to play a war to structure this world in such a way. But like I was saying about their personalities, it factors into their fighting styles as well. Toyo Hisa is a man of a warrior code. He won't do certain things that would disobey the warrior code, but it definitely leads into his adrenaline and his wild, risky side and his risky fighting style. Naga was a master general and led armies, so he's tactically sound and is always just looking for different ways to obliterate the enemy and just overwhelm them with just so many tactics that are coming from so many different directions that they can't really pinpoint what you're doing. Ogeechee's a master archer. Ogeechee was kind of the weakest link because they haven't really expanded on his story yet. Overall, I am impressed. The animation was good. The story is starting to lead somewhere. Near the end, we're starting to get more hints as to what the Black King's actual intention may be. The Black King leading the army and his group known as Ends. Like I said, if you're trying to get into Drifters, watch it. It's definitely worth the watch. It's an interesting watch, and I can't wait to see what Season 2 will bring. But now I'm going to go into my spoiler section. Now, as I was talking about earlier, the relations between the characters are awesome. Toyo Hisa and Nobunaga's especially, because Nobunaga lost his son, so he sees Toyo Hisa as the same potential that his son had. Because he sees Toyo Hisa is able to be a great leader that he can't be anymore because he already failed at being that leader. He's not trying to regain that glory, but he definitely wants to have his fun along the way. Like, when he found out the Gatling gun, when he found the muskets and that the dwarves could just mass produce them, he's as giddy as a kid in a candy store. So I love seeing Nobunaga because he is my favorite character by far. He definitely seems like more of the main character than Toyo Hisa does because there are definitely more scenes that focus on Nobunaga, and it kind of all seems like you're kind of seeing it from his perspective just from how he analyzes a battlefield. He's able to analyze it from all angles the way that no other character in the show can. And we definitely know this is from the creator of Hellsing because of all the World War II references. Obviously, the dwarves are like the Jews. They were being kept in concentration camps. Their women were being raped. It was just so many graphic things that were going into it just to hammer that World War II. On top of that, they even had a Hitler reference. And that goes into my theory about who the Black King is, because even the Black King is just like, you want destruction, but it doesn't seem like you're destroying. You're being more tactical than anything. You want to take over something. So I'm starting to have a theory that the Black King is Hitler. I don't know if anyone else has had that theory. It kind of seems like the obvious go-to theory, especially after seeing his picture on the wall and seeing that these people can be plucked right out of history. It doesn't really say that they have to be a fighter. And Hijikata is in major hatred of Toyo Hisa's clan, and I'm really interested to find out why. Like, what did Toyo Hisa's clan do to you after Toyo Hisa disappeared that made you that angry to the point where you're just seeing the crest will set you off? And another thing, I definitely want to see what Yoichi's connection to the ends are, because I feel like that's when we'll get more character development for Yoichi, because in this season he was just like the Hawkeye, like he's like Hawkeye from the first Avengers movie. Yeah, you shoot arrows a lot and you make a snappy reference every once in a while, but it's like what more is there to your character? So I feel like season 2 they'll step up Yoichi's game. And definitely to end it off, Mitsuhide, the guy who beat Nobunaga, is going to be in the next season. So you know Nobunaga is going to be like, we're going to see him actually stress. Like, I can't wait to see him actually have to try and go beyond his normal means and his normal, like, quick thinking. Like, I want to see him have to go into some critical mass warfare type planning. Like, I just want to see this go on such a major scale, because I know this anime has the potential to. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But until next time, guys, peace.